this tutorial we'll learn about geodatabase and how to create it. A geodatabase is a collection of GIS data sets, and if you go to catalog and let's create this geodatabase in lab4_data folder, if you right click it and go to new, you will see two choices: file geodatabase and personal geodatabase. Well, the difference, you can learn more about the differences by going to ArcMap website, but basic difference is that the two geodatabases provide more, have different size specifications and abilities to be able to move them from one platform to other, for example Windows to Linux. Personal geodatabase uses Microsoft Access as the backbone, whereas file geodatabase has its own and is more flexible, and you can add raster data sets to it too. So click file geodatabase and you will see a file appear in your lab4_data. It's a folder and you can give it a name. I'm going to call it my geodatabase, and notice its extension is GDB. If it was a personal geodatabase, it will be an MDB extension. Now we're going to add files to it. So if you go back to your lab 2, we created some shape files there. We're going to move these shape files into the geodatabase. So open these 3 shape files into the map, and now we can save them one by one into the geodatabase. So right click a layer, go to data and export data, and in here you can select the geodatabase, which is in lab 4, and you can select it and give the name. Double click that geodatabase so that it opens, and then give the file a name, my local trees, and save it. Click OK and you will see that it will save the geodatabase. Now whenever it creates a new file, it asks you if you want to add it to the layer, and for now I'm going to just say no. In a similar manner, add the other 2 layers into your geodatabase. So if you have added all these layers and if you refresh your geodatabase, you will see that in your my geodatabase the 3 layers, the point, line and polygon, has been added. Now it turns out you can also add raster data, and if you go to your lab 1 data, you will see that you had a UNLV QuickBird image. We can add that image into the geodatabase also. If you again go to data and export data, you will see that the menu is a little bit different. Again, you can make sure that you add the my geodatabase as the folder in this case, and then the name, give it the name, in this case UNLV QuickBird image, and then if you save it, this will add this image to my my geodatabase. So now if you look at the my geodatabase and refresh it, refresh the folder, you should see that the QuickBird image has been added. Let's close this. Let's open a new blank map and add all of these layers now from the geodatabase. If you remember, in the lab 1 I gave you a geodatabase of the USA data. If we go to lab 1, you will see it, USA data. That was a file geodatabase, and it has cities, counties, railroads and roads and states layers in it. So I hope this tutorial has explained you how you can combine all of the data sets into a single geodatabase, and this geodatabase in your normal Windows environment will appear as a folder, and it will have all of this information inside it. it's still recommended to, if you have to copy or paste a geodatabase, use our catalog to do so, and this way you will make sure that its integrity is not compromised when you're moving it from one drive to another drive. So this concludes the tutorial on how to create a geodatabase and how to add different layers into that geodatabase.